10 years ago, this person handled real pressure easily. Public speaking, tough conversations, sudden change, none of it rattled them much at all. Today, a slightly awkward phone call makes their stomach twist uncomfortably. A small change in plans ruins their entire afternoon completely. Nothing traumatic happened in between those 2 points in time. No single dramatic event caused this shift. They simply got comfortable, slowly, year after year. And comfort, quietly, shrank them down without anyone noticing at all. Most people think their comfort zone is like a safe room, fixed in size, waiting patiently whenever they need it again. Step outside it occasionally, then step back inside, completely unchanged and exactly the same as before. That's not actually how it works at all, unfortunately. Your comfort zone isn't a room. It's closer to a muscle, constantly responding to how it's actually used or ignored. Use it regularly, it grows stronger and larger over time. Ignore it completely, and it quietly shrinks, smaller and smaller, without you ever noticing the change happening. Here's the part almost nobody explains clearly enough. Staying comfortable doesn't just mean stalling out in place, stuck at the exact same level forever. It actually means slowly losing ground, year after year, without any obvious warning signs along the way. The things that used to feel easy start feeling harder gradually. The challenges you once handled without a second thought start feeling genuinely overwhelming again. You're not staying the same person at all while avoiding discomfort. You're quietly becoming a smaller, more fragile version of yourself, one skipped challenge at a time. Think about this the same way you'd think about a muscle left completely unused for years. Even a genuinely strong muscle atrophies if it's never actually challenged at all. It gets weaker gradually, smaller, less capable of handling any real load at all. Nobody's surprised by that specific process when we're talking about physical muscle. But somehow, people are constantly surprised when the exact same thing happens to their courage, their confidence, their ability to actually handle real difficulty. It's the exact same biological principle, just applied somewhere less visible. Think of someone who used to travel alone constantly, handle unpredictable situations easily, meet complete strangers without any real hesitation at all. Slowly, over several years, they stopped doing all of it gradually. Stayed home more often instead. Avoided unfamiliar situations whenever genuinely possible. Chose the predictable, safe option every single time it was offered to them. Nothing bad ever actually happened during that entire stretch of time. No crisis forced this retreat into comfort. Just years of quietly choosing the easier path, repeatedly, without much thought given to it. Then, one day, a genuinely small unexpected change came up in their plans, completely out of nowhere. And their reaction genuinely surprised even themselves in that moment. Real anxiety, disproportionate to the actual situation at hand. A strong urge to cancel everything immediately and just stay home instead. The same person who once handled genuine chaos calmly could no longer handle a simple schedule change without real difficulty. Their capacity hadn't stayed the same at all during those years. It had quietly shrunk down, year after year, without a single warning sign along the way. There's real neuroscience behind exactly why this quiet shrinking actually happens over time. Your brain constantly prunes away neural connections it considers unused or unnecessary, a normal process called synaptic pruning. Pathways related to handling stress, uncertainty, and real discomfort need regular activation to actually stay strong and available. Stop using them consistently, and your brain efficiently starts dismantling them instead, freeing up resources for whatever you actually do use regularly. It's not malfunctioning in any way when this happens. It's working exactly as designed, just against your own long-term interest in this specific case. This is why comfort feels so deceptively safe in the short term, while actually working against you the entire time underneath the surface. Each small avoided challenge feels like relief immediately, a tiny win in that exact moment. But it's quietly voting for a smaller, more fragile version of yourself going forward. Multiply that single choice by thousands of similar moments, spread out across months and years of your life. And you get someone who technically avoided every risk completely, yet somehow still ended up weaker, more anxious, and more fragile than when they actually started this whole process. So how do you actually stop this quiet shrinking process, starting today? You start treating your comfort zone exactly like a muscle that genuinely needs regular exercise to stay strong. Not extreme, dramatic challenges every single day, which would be unsustainable for almost anyone. Small, consistent pushes against the actual edge instead, repeated regularly over time. Take the unfamiliar route home occasionally, just to practice handling the unexpected. Start the conversation you'd normally quietly avoid completely. Say yes to something that makes you slightly nervous, on purpose, deliberately. Think of these small moments as genuine reps, exactly the same way you'd think about reps in a gym setting. Nobody expects to lift the heaviest possible weight on their very first day back at the gym after months away. You start smaller instead, and build up steadily from there, week after week. The same exact principle applies directly here. Pick one small discomfort this week specifically. Just one. Do it deliberately, on purpose, even though avoiding it would honestly feel so much easier in the moment. Track these small reps somewhere visible you'll actually see regularly, the same way you might track workouts at the gym. Had the hard conversation I'd normally avoid completely. Tried the new thing that made me feel slightly nervous beforehand. Said yes to the invitation I would have normally declined without thinking. Each entry seems small individually, almost insignificant on its own merit. But together, over weeks and months of consistent practice, they quietly rebuild the exact capacity that comfort had slowly worn away in the first place. Notice how the edge itself actually moves outward the more you consistently practice pushing against it, week after week. What felt genuinely terrifying in month 1 starts feeling nearly uncomfortable by month 3 of consistent practice. What felt uncomfortable in month 3 starts feeling almost completely normal by month 6 of continued effort. This isn't magic in any sense. It's simply the same exact mechanism that shrank your comfort zone originally, now working steadily in reverse direction instead, rebuilding what was quietly lost before. Expect real discomfort throughout this entire process, honestly and without any surprise about it. Rebuilding a shrunk capacity isn't comfortable by definition, and it was never actually going to be. You'll want to retreat back to the smaller, safer version of your life more than once along the way. That specific urge isn't failure happening. It's simply old wiring, still present, still pulling toward the familiar and predictable path. Notice it clearly when it shows up, and keep expanding outward anyway, deliberately, one small rep at a time. Over months of doing this consistently, something genuinely important shifts back inside you, permanently this time. Difficult conversations stop feeling quite so threatening as they once did. Unexpected changes stop triggering that same disproportionate anxiety response you used to experience. You haven't just recovered some old lost capacity from years ago. You've actually built something genuinely new and stronger than what existed even before the shrinking originally started happening in the first place, years earlier. This isn't really about chasing constant extreme discomfort for its own sake, or treating comfort itself as some kind of enemy to be defeated entirely. Real rest and real comfort absolutely have their genuine place in a healthy, balanced life. The actual danger was never comfort itself, honestly. It was comfort that goes completely unchallenged for years at a time, quietly shrinking your capacity without your knowledge or consent. A little resistance regularly, deliberately chosen, keeps the entire system healthy and strong, exactly the same way regular exercise keeps a muscle healthy and functional. So look honestly at what you used to handle easily that somehow feels hard now. That specific gap is genuinely informative, more than most people ever realize. It's not proof you're broken in some permanent way. It's simply proof your comfort zone has quietly shrunk over time, exactly like any unused muscle naturally would given enough time. The good news is exactly the same thing that shrank it can rebuild it again, steadily, one small deliberate rep at a time. Your comfort zone was never meant to stay fixed and safe forever. It was always meant to be used, or it quietly disappears.